current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, your altitude is too high. Check your altimeter and reduce altitude at once. Strider 1, you've exceeded the altitude restriction. You most likely triggered the enemy's radar. We've lost the element of surprise. Strider 1 lost! Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Basilisk 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Spotted enemy aircraft in the valley headed for the base.
We've been detected. We've lost the element of surprise. Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Caution. Pull up.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Basilisk 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Caution. Caution.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood.
Caution.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Watch your speed.
Caution.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base.
Caution.
Continue to keep an eye on your altitude.
Pull up.
There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution alert. Caution. Pull up.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride. Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating. Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it.
Target acquired. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Enemies are attacking!
Target is approaching
They come
us.
from!
They took out our leader's bird! Hurry or the roosters on the ground!
Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
Looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. I guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
This is Basilisk 1. Arrived at the AO. Landing now.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. Gotta do it on time or the means is free.
Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Caution. Missile.
Warning! Missile in the air!
On my enemy's tail.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Outcaster. Hostiles are still near the LZ. Can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them? Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies in the LZ.
We've lost 30% of our AA guns. Don't fire blindly. That'll reveal our position. Say goodbye.
Friendly shot down.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile.
Basilisk 1. Landing now. Trust your allies and keep moving. This base is ours for the taking.
Fox 2.
Fire warning.
Wait for base, Commander! What are you waiting for?
Enemy behind you. Heads up.
Missile.
Fox 2. Attack them.
Strider 1, Fox 3.
You've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out. It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of him for us.
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites. Strider Squadron. Do it quickly. There's the element of surprise.
Star 1.
Air support is on its way.
Star 1.
All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain, I really do. This is war. Lock on. Go down.
Strider 1, locked on target. Vehicle eliminated.
The enemy's begun its counterattack. Damage to our unit is at 20%. Keep firing!
Target destroyed.
That's the last of our anti-air guns. They've all been taken out.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Star 1.
Confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, now it's time to switch out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. You have our thanks.
This is nothing. Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
2 remaining.
Emergency! Seeing enemy reinforcements? We can't do anything about their air power. We need some...
Missile.
Strider 1, missile.
Enemy's got a lock. Breaking.
Strider 1, missile away.
We need to work together to take them down.
One last enemy fighter.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the ranks. Lancaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
That takes care of that. Nice work. We did it. That's the last of them. We've achieved air superiority. This is 2-2. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate. Your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy.
Strider 1, locked on target. Target destroyed.
Damage report. We need to tend to the wounded.
We need you to deal with the remaining hostiles. The assault forces are facing strong resistance.
Get the wounded out of here. Hurry.
This way. We can't carry out our mission. That's it. If we take out those 2, we can force our way inside the facility.
Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Keep pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay. Start running on the count of 3. Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell. There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Charge! Tear down that barricade! gotta go. This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills. I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork. No joke. Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Move to the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 3,000 meters to the runway. Turn left. You are right on course. Maintain current heading. 1,500 meters to the runway. Impressive, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, he was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting pressure on me, so I think I'm gonna go out there and break the score a bit, just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece. Making another pass.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
It's real funny.
Dodge that missile.
Behind the enemy.
Allied shutdown!
Caution! Enemy has a lock!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target attacking.
Missile.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support.
Bandit is down.
Missile. 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 Missile.
This is Mason. We make contact with the enemy. Engage.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile!
Missile.
The enemy's striking back with everything they've got.
Grammy, I'm locked on. Attack missed. Enemy's got a lock. Friendly down. Zone 1, be careful up there. You shot down many. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Fox 3. Missile did not connect.
Missile.
Missile.
Star Warner.
Say goodbye.
Bandit acquired.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Enemy on land. I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go.
Locked on.
Target eliminated.
Cyclops 3, evade that missile!
Half the enemy's already down. That LRSMG is really something.
Missile launched. Anti-air gun eliminated.
They're no more than filthy rats. I'm sick of seeing them pop off everywhere I look.
Locked on.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Strider 1, target acquired. Fox 3.
Stop these guys!
guys before somebody lights a fire under our asses.
Missile.
Strider 1, enemy behind you. They evaded it. They're after me. I need cover.
Locked on hostile.
Missile did not connect.
I appreciate that. I've got you.
Enemy missile cruising. Breaking.
Strider 1 down to hostile. What are you waiting for? Fill up for a leg.
Careful. The ruins and sunken ships make these waters shallow.
Missile launched. Target destroyed.
Shoot them all down. HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Hold your ground.
Vehicle eliminated. Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading from 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger. Missile.
You know how many taken out.
Shotgun range.
Stand your back. We're 3 strikes.
Okay, Trigger, Silver Bridge is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Lucian.
Wilco, that's something.
Target was not struck. Strider 1, locked on target.
Locked on bandit.
Missile. Missile.
Missile, evade!
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again. Bandit behind you. Caution.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Touch you.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Missile. Missile.
Adjust. I have to break. Forward. Your foot on the gas.
The missiles have got a lot of armament. There's nothing we can do.
Target hit. Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 3.
We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Jacob, he'll get you.
Stall warning.
We've got flies bumping around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them. Hang in there. 3 strikes over here.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner!
Missile.
The enemy is worn out. Okay.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Friendly has been shut down.
The comms are full of requests for help from friendlies. Our occupation of Frabante could be in jeopody now.
Got through our ATM. This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet. Enemy locked on. It's no use. We have to retreat.
Missile.
Fatigue is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. We're almost through this.
Locked on bandit.
Fox 2!
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound. Evade!
Missile.
I'm on its back. Behind me?
Target acquired. Entering clouds.
Oh yeah, way to come through.
Five minutes remaining.
I, for one, welcome all support, especially from 3 strikes.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Enemy missile detected!
Carelessness, pride, arrogance. Careful, so they can turn the battle against us in a heartbeat.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger, it's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down and move on to the next.
Eyeball to Ostrich. Take care of Niner Sierra for us. Roger. We'll provide supporting fire along with Stork. Our target is Niner Sierra. Prepare the first volley. Ready. Fire!
Missile.
Target was not struck. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Eyeball, give us a report. You overdid it. Thanks for the fire support. Roger.
Fox 2. Bandit hit.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile! Missile!
Missile. Missile.
3 minutes remaining.
Missile.
Our allies aren't advancing as we hoped.
Missile.
This isn't good.
Trigger!
Hit the areas where the enemy forces are thickest.
Ally has been shot down!
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Missile.
I've been spiked.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Ground target destroyed.
Breaking! Breaking!
Missile.
Missile did not connect.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I'm on its back.
Stall warning.
Missile away. 2 minutes remaining.
Missile.
Missile launched! Evade!
Missile. Missile.
Enemy's got a lock!
Missile. Missile.
Watch your remaining missiles.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Strider 1, warning! Missile!
Missile.
1 minute remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
They decided.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired. Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Emergent Army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
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 30 seconds remaining. Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
Listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that. Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogeys. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
We need cover. It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are on a different level.
Missile.
But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
This should prove to be fun.
Missile. Missile.
It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Dodged it. Even the escorts are seasoned. So 5 is hit. Sorry, I gotta bail out.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
You did well.
Missile.
One ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Radar lock on me. Strider 2. Fox 2. Behind my target. I'm hit!
Missile.
Stay focused. We've still got a monster to slay.
Missile. Missile.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys? Lock on. Good night.
Skull one.
Enemy has a lock on me. Missed.
The ship was sunk soon after. That's the last you heard of us.
Not long before our forces surrounded me. See where your plane is headed. Checked. Forgive me. Good luck.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Eject while you can still talk.
Call in our air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X. Missile hit. Missile evaded.
This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject.
Missile launched.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry. He's gonna make it. Listen, Trigger. Real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. What? All right, he grabbed a bait. Time to take him for a ride. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
Target is hit.
Nice, flying. Give him one more. Enemy has water.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Strider 1, missile launched.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing!
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is
Wiseman!
down.
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. His plane exploded.
Wiseman, Stay strong. We're not done here.
Stall warning.
Cyclops 2,
Stall warning.
you've got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it.
Stall warning.
Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Stall warning.
We'll go count.
Strata 1, target acquired.
You're holding your own up.
Ammunition 0. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile.
Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
Missile. Missile.
Evaded.
Missile away.
Can Trigger handle this solo?
Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile.
Now I see why he's the king of the skies. Trigger's our only hope.
The commander's taking fire.
Stall
It's
warning.
fine. Have a little faith.
Stall warning. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Damn, I want to go to Trigger's aid, but I can't keep up.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Missile.
I have a lock.
Enemy on your back.
These guys are way out of my league. I can't even get in close to them.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile hit.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
Stall warning.
Respond. My data won't update.
My HUD
Damn
is
it.
glitching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant, Masa, it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usea has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatch from the Osean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.